Well, good evening, boys and girls, kids and campers, and welcome to Let Your Hair Down. I see Plugs and Ray were in here having a chat about the legend. Cynthia Swearingen, Mayor Video, Ray, um, Tommy from Van Life. Nice to see everybody in tonight. Marlon, that's the other one, Mayor Video from Marlon. As you see, I'm huddled up in the van. Started raining this afternoon a little bit, so I didn't do too much outside. I did repair the hole that is in the bottom of my cab today. I found my rubberized tape and was able to seal that hole up. This stuff here, I love this stuff. It's the Gorilla rubberized tape. And then also I had a bracket underneath there that like a heat shield that went around the gets punched. Okay. A bracket that goes or a heat shield that goes around my muffler and catalytic converter. Apparently somewhere along the way, driving on these roads that aren't really roads, probably in Colorado. Hey, SWFL, there you are. Southwest Treasure Detecting. Sorry, man. So aggressive out there. Holy crap. So it has broken free. It was vibrating. It vibrated every time I went down the road. So I pulled out the bolt that held it up in there. Added a couple of washers that were bigger than the hole. Zipped that baby back up and got it all done before the rain came. Cynthia Swearingen, you should be taking my side, honey. I'm always so good to you. And this is what you say? Get him? I'll tell you what, honey. That's right. The sparks are flying soon. It's really warm in this van tonight. I think I've got to move things back so I can turn on the air conditioner, which I shut off earlier. Sorry, guys. I'm really disorganized today. I think it's because I've been resting all day and nothing. And I haven't had dinner yet. That's got to have something to do with it. I need one of those remotes for the AC. I don't have a remote for the AC, and I got to climb over the chair. Ooh. Let's just turn that on. There we go. You know, you almost got to be monkey-like when you live in a little space like this. Holy moly. There we go. Oh, that's so much better. Holy cow. All right. Wow. Yeah. Let me tell you what. You know, the whole cabinet thing, I'm really glad it's done because sitting in a parking lot all day with all that heat brewing up underneath me, I almost died. You guys, hey Randy, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Cynthia Swearingen, I'm going to give you a punch in the nose. Let's see. I missed something here. Oh, geez. No, not with a vibe. No, I didn't say that. I said when I ride, the thing underneath the van vibrates. Not that I have a... Yeah, you guys are horrible. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. You guys are just way too good to me. In case I didn't say it, hey, Randy. Um, welcome. Congratulations, Randy, on making 500 subs. Way to go, buddy. What else do we have in here? Wow, wow, wow. So, in case you guys didn't know, um, in addition to the recent cancer diagnosis, I also have a problem with my thyroid where I cannot regulate my body temperature. So, being outside for more than 10 minutes causes me to sweat immensely. So, being in a parking lot for a day was really more difficult than you could possibly imagine if you don't have a problem with your thyroid. So, um, uh, I may not have done a whole lot. I did take care of a portion of the work on the seats, and I didn't do a whole lot of work, but I did my share, I guess. Um, anyway, Plugs, I heard you were giving away a legend of, for your 1 million sub giveaway. Is that true? You should give a legend away for your 500, for your 750, maybe for your 900. You know, Cynthia wants your air fryer, but that's okay. There it is. You got the word from Plugs. He's giving away a legend. How do you like that machine? Did you get out there and try it out today, or are you still having issues with your back pain? Tommy, I think he was sending it for her birthday, which is in April. Um, SWFL says you can send him the coil plugs. Um, so, Mr. Plugs, you want to come up here and tell us about your new metal detector, the Legend? Is it really going to be better than the Equinox 800? Is that even possible? I mean, I've used several machines, and um, I would say that the Knox 800 is probably the easiest machine I've ever used. Um, um, that's okay, man. You can come in and make up stories. I don't mind. Um, I mean, I know you're good at making up stories, anyways. So, at least make it a good story. I know you can do it. SWFL says I got the 600 turned on and good to go, I think is what you meant. So, let's see. Well, Tommy says, with all the money Plugs has, and he's surprised he didn't get the deuce deuce. I think the Legend is probably about about half the price or more than half the price of the Deos 2. So maybe he doesn't have as much money as you think he has. Dude, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Um, I've had that sciatica in my back before, and it's a pain, literally. Makes it difficult to get out and do anything. I have a tendency when my sciatica kicks in, I go to the chiropractor and I get myself adjusted. I let those guys twist me like a pretzel and snap me, and then I feel better. So um, maybe you think about going to a chiropractor and let them snap you. Um, 635 for the Legend. That's pretty inexpensive. Um, exactly about the same as the Knox 600. Um, he says he went to the chiropractor yesterday. Um, Sometimes it takes more than one visit if your sciatica is pinched. Just saying, man. Don't be afraid to go again. Matter of fact, if you were here in Florida, I'd twist you and snap you like a pretzel for free, man. Just because I'm that kind of guy. Um, yeah, the Deos 2 is $15.99. Um, so it's a little more expensive, and and plugs may not have that kind of money to spend right now, especially if he's paying for a chiropractor. Um, so uh, see, Cynthia knows. Did anybody get out metal detecting over the weekend or over the last couple of days and find anything cool? Um, SWFL, have you been out there um, with that magnet catching up some more guns lately? Um, Mara says the Deus 2 is 2000 in Canada. And SWFL, orthopedic surgeon yesterday, wife broke her shoulder. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope I hope she recovers quickly. Um, Mayor, I knew that was going to happen up there because my buddies in New York State are telling me that they had 70 degrees like 3 days ago, and then it got cold and started snowing. I don't mean to laugh, but for me, I think that's kind of funny because that keeps that ground frozen so that when I get there, I can still find some good stuff, and Mark Davis doesn't find it all, a rat bastard. um, Randy says he found silver at the lake today. Man, congratulations, Randy. Way to go. Um, I've only been out metal detecting 7 times here in Florida, and 6 of the 7 times I found silver. If it sucks that I'm having the problem I'm having with my thyroid because I'd have found a lot more by now had it not been for the thyroid. I can't. I'm not able to spend a lot of time out there um, at this point. So, yeah, exactly. Totally save some treasure for Dennis. Yeah, man. Um, uh, I read that wrong. I thought it said he only had one winch. Sorry about that, man. But is Dennis not modded? Hey, Practical Ken, welcome. Hang on, let me go in there and take care of that. I didn't realize he wasn't modded. Let's see. I still. KCMD joined. Sorry about that, guys. I'm using a hotspot off from my cell phone to run my program tonight, and because I went in and did something on the screen on the channel, it shut me off. But it was temporary. Yeah, Johnny, that was all your fault. That was all your fault. You broke my internet, and and that's it. Welcome to the show, Danny. I don't know what EMP is. What is EMP, Tommy? Oh, unplug everything. Screw that, man. I'm not unplugging anything. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to plug in even more stuff on Friday. You know, I tell you, I love to break the internet. Oh, you're funny. You guys are hilarious. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the chat. Other one. I might lose you guys again. I'm screwing around with my phone here. There it is. Ken, I made you a mod as well. You've been consistently coming into the streams, checking things out. Yeah, don't forget to hit the button, guys. Send me a like. I appreciate it. Magnet fish it out. Mark Davis. Hey, man. Look at that. Mark Davis has shown up. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Cynthia, you're not supposed to tell him that stuff. I mean, it's supposed to be just a secret between you and me. I mean, holy crap. Mark Davis, I would have never called you a rat bastard. Hey, fat magnet guy, welcome to the show. Welcome, Mark Davis. Did you get to go out and metal detect today? Or was there too much snow on the ground? He sent me a picture. Let's see if I can open that up. Yeah, he sent me a picture, guys, of the front yard. Hang on a second here. I'm trying to plug in my computer. Um, a lot of snow, but they got some. See there? Doesn't that look pretty, you guys? Don't you wish you were there? Yeah, man. I No, Cynthia, it's true. I would never say something like that about my friend Mark. Holy moly, he's my bud. You know it. It's true. I might have called you a rat bastard, Cynthia, but I would never say that. What's all that white stuff? Man, I'm so glad I'm not in New York State. Um, let's see. Mark said he got out till 9, then it snowed hard. Hard as hell all day. We got like 6 inches. Um, yeah. Swamp Rat Nation, welcome, buddy. Nice to see you here. Um, the frozen rat. Yeah, that's it. Um, that's right. Welcome, Swampy. Nice to see you here. You know, I'm really looking forward to getting out and doing a little metal detecting with Swamp Rat Friday. He's going to be coming down this way. Um, So Swamp Rat's going to come down this way. We're going to go to one of the local parks and do a little metal detecting, and um, I'll be doing a video for that. Um, Swamp. We didn't get much rain down here today. Just late this afternoon, maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock. We got a little bit of rain, big raindrops, but not a lot. Not a lot of accumulation here. Um, I think last time I looked at the day, the yeah, as a matter of fact, now Friday's the only day that we're not having any. It's going to be partly sunny, but no rain on Friday. Should be a fantastic day to get out and do some swinging. It is going to be very warm, so I will need to. Um, I will need to bring some extra water. Um, let's see. The Swamp Rat, he is waiting for his Legend Pro Pack to ship. Um, and Plug's got his Legend today, but he hasn't had an opportunity to go do anything with it yet. Um, Another month. Holy moly. Dude, don't make him wait another month. Um, yeah. So looks like Friday's going to be a good day. Um, oh, hey, Mark. Uh, Marlin just said that they got hit with a storm up there in BC. So you guys are going to get some more. I'm sure of it. Um, which is why I'm still here in Florida. Or part of the reason why I'm still here in Florida is because there's still snow in New York. So a foot of snow, Cynthia, really isn't that much compared to when we were kids, and I can remember, Cindy, Cynthia, having to climb out the upstairs window to get outside to feed the animals because there was so much snow. It was halfway up the house. The front door was snowed completely in. Our neighbor from up the road came down there to our house with a front end loader and moved the snow out of the driveway up to the barns, and we spent days shoveling out. That was an overnight storm in '78. That's right. Um, that's exactly right. Blizzard of '78. Wicked fun time as a kid. You're right. As a kid, I loved it. I loved the snow. I loved the cold. And somewhere along the way, I smartened up. Um, 78, Blizzard of '78. Um, um, oh, Swampy, I remember that storm in '84 up in New England. I was in Rhode Island then. Um, you know, the storms that we got when we were kids. I mean, they were plugs. Plugs, you're such a little kid, man. You're so young. Holy crap! I didn't realize how young you really were. You're just a baby compared to most of us. Holy crap! um, Tommy says '77. I don't know where you were, Tommy, in '77, but uh, the blizzard of '78 buried us. Um, and I have a picture on one of my external hard drives. I have a photograph from when I was a kid. I was sitting on my oldest brother's shoulders with my arms straight up over my head and could not reach the top of the snow. Um, it was phenomenal. It was when um, it was when it really knew how to snow in this country, and then over time, the amount of snow that we got became less and less and less. Um, but in saying that, this year, for instance, I think it's been so much colder this year than I remember it being when I was a kid. I don't remember having days upon days upon days of overnight lows in the negative digits. Um, Plugsy, you know, grumpy old men is what we are, and we do it well. Um, the candle's getting to be a bit much. I use this candle in my van um, to take out some of the stinky sock smell. Um, I like it. And I like the screw top lid. All right, so that if it falls over, it's not going to spill out like those ones that have the plastic caps that you just stand on. I don't like those. Um, wow. Um, no, that didn't catch the right one. Is that Practical Ken says, I need more snow for the snowmobiling. Dude, I was on a snowmobile once, um, and I crashed. It was terrifying. I saw my life pass before my eyes in a flash, and I almost died. I'll never do it again, but it was a lot of fun. Um, Trying to. Butt funk. Wow. Thank you, Cynthia. I don't get butt funk because I have that thong that keeps everything cleaned out for me. Um, Somebody asked Cynthia if she was born in 1880. Um, I want to say, Sticks, you might want to just, cover your head and um, cover your head because Cynthia might kick your ass, buddy. I might kick your ass too. Um, Monkey butt power. Wow, you guys are horrible. You guys are. I used monkey butt powder. Monkey butt powder. Wow. Charcoal filtered thong. That's right. Um, yeah. Well, Mark Davis, the 80s are foggy to you, not because you're old, but because you're token up, buddy. We all know that. Well, at least I do. Um, yes, sir. Um, so I don't really have a theme. I was going to do a theme tonight, but I couldn't think of one. What did you guys think of the cover photo of the tree? Um, or just Ellis? Wow, plugs, that's rough. Um, that's funny. Plugs for days. You're on a roll now. Tommy's a late bloomer. Oh my god. No man, I don't do that, Tommy. Um, I don't do that a whole lot more than I do the drinking because it makes me stupid, and I don't like to be stupid, so it makes me stupid and it makes me tired. Although now that you mentioned it, Mark, rum and coke every now and again, not a bad deal, or gin tonic. I really enjoy gin tonic. So every every once in a great while. Um, last year, as far as alcohol goes, I drank I drank 2 bottles of Mike's Hard Lemonade or some shit, and it wrecked me because I drank them in the same one after the other, and then I was a mess. And I drank a half a beer. That's the extent of my alcohol consumption for last year, and um, the weed, I smoke that weed when I'm in a lot of pain. Um, but it makes me stupid and it makes me tired. Um, I have a one hit wonder. I hit it once, 20 minutes later, I wonder where the hell I am, and I go to sleep. Um, so it does the trick. Um, but I'm just not big on all that kind of. I don't do a lot of drinking. I don't do. I don't do a lot of smoking. Um, Now, see, folks, for days, you've got the right idea. Um, if I can get my mouse to work here. Says he doesn't do anything. He's high on life. Um, my internet's a little bit crappy, so things are running a little slow. Hey, man, look here. I don't even want to talk about anything like that. Right? Um, I. But if we're gonna go in that direction, let me just say this: I did buy the movie Deliverance through Prime Video, and I got a better understanding of all the crap you guys were saying to me on the show. And um, and I still love the dueling banjos. Uh, and I love it so much that I made it my new ringtone. Because because I can, and it's a cool. If I could play the banjo, that's the only song I would ever want to play. Um, so I added the dueling banjos to my new ringtone. Hey, can you dig it? Welcome to the show. So that's it, boys and girls. Depends on which real dentist you want to stand up, because there's more than one of us in here. Mark Davis says he knows how to pick the banjo. Well, Mark Davis lives out there in the boonies too. Um, so it kind of stands to reason that he can play the banjo. Um, Run, I hear banjos. Oh my God. Yeah. That's it, Cynthia. That's it. Just run. Hey, look here. I got my clothes on, man. I got all of them on too. And you know that because I had to climb over the chair to turn on the air conditioner. So you guys must be talking about the other dentist in the room. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, so I did buy the movie. Um, uh, you know, I told Cynthia that we should. Uh, I told Cynthia that we should figure out what town that was that they flooded up there in Georgia, and go out there and do some metal detecting. Um, uh, because they left all the buildings, which means they left all the coins. Um, so trying to reach out here, but I'm not having much luck. Uh, yes, Cynthia lives in Georgia. Um, So I'm going back through the chat. Oh, you guys are chatting tonight. Did I like the movie? Who asked me that? SWFL. You know, I can't say whether I liked it or not. There was part of it that was really not a very good part, and not something that I would want to watch again. Um, um, but it reminded me of a few of my friends or people. I don't even want to say friends. It reminded me of the associates that I've met along the way. And I could see a few of the people I know doing something like that movie. Hopefully not me. You know. Well, it wouldn't be me because I don't wear tighty whities. So, um, well, now, plugs. I don't exactly have her address just yet. Um, I have her mailing address, which is not the same as her home address. I will be getting a visit with her coming up here um, pretty soon. Um, who are you giving a 6-inch coil to, Mr. Plugs? I'm missing part of the conversation. Look here, man. That 6-inch coil is my favorite coil. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Um, it's the coil that I use primarily. um, wow. Yeah. I, I don't. Yeah. Yeah. That movie had. It was probably not a movie I should have bought. Kind of thing. Um, but the getting back on topic here, the Knox 800 um, 6-inch coil is my favorite coil. It's the one I use 90% of the time. When I start a property, I start it with a 6-inch coil. I run that coil for at least 2 months on that same property. Then, when I'm not hitting targets anymore, I put on the 11-inch coil to get those deeper tones. And so yeah, and 6-inch on the Nix 800 is correct. Um, Plugs. I will pull up Cynthia's mailing address and send that to you. I have no problem with that at all. As a matter of fact, I'll try to do that after the show. Um, SWFL says he needs a 6-inch for parks here. Absolutely. Um, when I was using the V3i, I was using the 6x10 elliptical coil in parks around old homes. Because the 10-inch double D and the 12 and the 18 and the 21 were all just you got just too many tones, too many signals. That elliptical 6x10 I was able to get in and get around all the tones so that I could zero in on one. And just like the 600 or the 800 with the 6-inch coil, small coils, um, maybe you have to swing a little more, but um, uh, you can get up closer to fence lines. You can get up closer to metal-sided buildings. You can get up closer to telephone poles if you're on a sidewalk easement than you can with a large coil. So I would say anybody who doesn't like the 6-inch coil, well, they probably don't know how to use their machine. Um, Maybe they need to practice a little more. And I'm not saying that just to be mean to you, Mr. Plugs, because I'm sure that I've seen your videos and you find some great stuff, but learning how to use that coil is important, so that um, the manner in which you swing it, you slow it down. I'm a big promoter for the 6-inch coil. I absolutely am. Practical Ken says I go around big old trees, and I can get too tight against them with the standard coil. Well, um, on a big old tree, certainly, but if you're trying to go around a fence post or playground equipment, that smaller coil, for me, I think it rocks. Hey there, AZ Mort. Welcome to the show. We're in here chatting about coil sizes and what works better and who likes what. And my V3i, I had the 5.3 round, and I had the 4x5 round as well. Those smaller coils certainly help you to zero in on targets that are in a very trashy area. He said he needs the 6-inch coil to get around. Okay, sorry, I misread that. Plug says it's the opposite. You need to learn the 11-inch coil. Well, I'll tell you, Plugs, I think it's both. I think, I use that 11-inch coil, but I wait until I've gotten a lot of the surface stuff up first, or 3 to 5 or 6 or 8 inches deep, and then I get out my 11-inch coil. And I also run on the 6-inch coil. I also run a variety of programs so that I can maximize the range of stuff that I'm able to find. Danny Boy says I used the 6-inch coil in sport field mode and pulled so many quarters out in October and December. Absolutely. It's and I'm no expert because and you all know that I've only this year in June will make the beginning of my 3rd year of metal detecting, and so I don't know as much as some of you guys do, but what I've learned in the last 2 years or year and a half is that when you're in a real trashy area, it's so much easier to zero in on targets with the smaller coils. And so and here's Swamp Rat. He's a newbie as well. He's only been metal detecting for about 6 months, and he's had some amazing finds. Just like my buddy Mark Davis up there in New York State has had some amazing finds for somebody who's really just starting out on something other than a $25 metal detector. Um, Danny says, I use the 11-inch coil on the beach. When I go to the park, I use a 6-inch or the 8x5 on the 540. Oh, you know what? I haven't tried that 540 yet. I'm hoping to get that out this weekend. And it came with the the 6-inch elliptical and the 12-inch elliptical. And I'm really curious to see how that 540 works with those smaller coils. Now I did field test or air test the Vanquish 540, and it rings up exactly the same as my Knox 800 does. So I think that it's probably going to do just as well or just as good. When I meet up with uh, wow plugs, when I meet up with my buddy Swamp Rat on Friday, I'm definitely going to try the Vanquish 540 and try to get a feel for how that machine swings and that machine, the 540, is going to be a machine um, that I give to kids to use. Um, it will be my backup machine, but it'll also be more specifically for the young people I know up in New York State that want to go metal detecting, want to learn what it's about for metal detecting, and so that'll be a machine that I'll hand out without too much concern if it gets broken, because I didn't pay that much for it. Yeah, absolutely, Danny. When I was air testing that Vanquish 540, the Indians rang up exactly the same. The silver dimes, the silver quarters, and the interesting thing with the silver is this: that um, a Roosevelt silver dime rings up at a 25, but has a different tone than a Mercury that rings at a 25. The tone is slightly different on a Mercury, and it's different again on a Barber. Same with the seeded coins, the seeded quarter and the Washington quarter that are both silver. They ring up at a 30, 30, 31, but the tone is slightly different uh, from the seeded coin to the Washington coin. Both of them silver, but they just ring differently. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just hearing it differently, but that's how it sounds to me. Um, Danny says he uses his 540 in jewelry mode. Um, he's going to try coin mode and leave everything but iron. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna play with it a little bit and see what it does. What did I do? Oh, it wasn't me. Must have been the other dentist because I've never done anything nice for anybody. Um, Absolutely, I don't take any offense to that at all. Um, I'm comfortable using that smaller coil. I love using it. I find it to be very effective, um, and and that's why I use it. Let's see, what's that say there, Cynthia? I'm completely lost in the chat. Sorry, I got on a tangent there, and that's what happens sometimes. The tone depends on how much you drank. That's gotta be what it is. Holy moly. Plug says it would be cool if they made a 9-inch coil. Hey, BC Treasure Charles, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming in. Um, uh, yeah, Cynthia, for me, I hear just minute differences in the tones, and I always wear my headphones when I'm metal detecting because I hear the tones better if I'm wearing my headphones as opposed to not wearing the headphones. Um, Practical Can asks, anyone used the 5x10 coil tech coil on their Equinox 800? I have not tried that. I didn't even know that there was another company that made coils for the Knox 800. Um, uh, are they less expensive than the MindLab coils? Ken, um, Ken. Buck says I'd have coil techs, but they are so far behind in making stuff. There you have it. Um, what is okay? Um, Plug says he got a Coil Tech 15-inch, and Tommy said he said they're not any more expensive, but they got poor reviews on the Knox. Great reviews on the CTX. Let's see. Wow. Man, I tell you what, if I had to wait 90 days to get a coil for my machine, I'd buy something else. Um, Johnny says, I wish the Vanquish and Knox coils worked with each other. That would have been a good thing. I could have done the same thing. I agree. I was looking at the coil connection on the Vanquish is slightly different from the coil connector on the Knox. Those are not um, and the Vanquish coils are all the two I got are elliptical only for the 540, and for the Knox 800 they're round. So I don't know what the reason for that was, but um, Well, Tommy, if you said that, well, I'm confused now because you said they were good on the CTX, and now you're saying they're crap because they're not good on this. I don't know. I think if you guys want to try a different coil from a different company, you knock yourself out and you do it. I don't know if they're good or bad. I've never tested one. I don't want to give a review on something I've never tested. Um, Cynthia says she needs more love. I'm telling you, Cynthia, if you got any more love, whew, you wouldn't be able to sit down, honey. I just wanted to, I don't know. Yeah. Um, let's see. Sorry, my book says he's getting a 3-inch coil. So eat your heart out. Look here. What good is a 3-inch coil going to do you, plugs? If you can't figure out how to use a 6-inch coil, why the hell would you want a 3-inch coil? I'm just going to say that out loud because I just don't know. You're just too funny, man. Oh my God. Um, Ken says, I've seen a lot of reviews on YouTube regarding the Coiltech coils, and they seemed pretty good. So, um, uh, Ken, you've seen positive reviews. Tommy, you've said you've seen um, negative reviews. Um, uh, you know, maybe one of us in here should reach out to Coiltech and see if they'll sponsor our channels and do coil testing, coil comparisons, or whatever. Um, I would do it, but I just don't have the. I'm not. I don't know. And Mr. Plugs, he said they're out of the 1 or half-inch coils, so 3-inch it is. Oh my God, you're so funny, Plugs. You're a riot, man. Absolutely a riot. Oh my God. He is high, guys. Plugs for days is definitely high. Um, let's see. They want you to have 1,000 subs. Okay. Okay. Um, I was sponsored. I was given a sponsor from a smaller company last summer, Dr. Otek, out of England, and they sent me a machine. They sent it to Maine and to the campground where I was at. And when the campground received it, they didn't send it on to me, so I never got that machine, which really sucks. Um, um, and I don't know who wound up with that machine, but it wasn't me. Um, it was received by the campground. I have no clue where it is. Um, so there you have it. Um, I will probably never have 1,000 subs. I highly doubt I will. I'll be like Leonardo da Vinci. I'll become famous after I'm dead. Then my channel will explode, and all the money I would have made will go to charity somewhere, I guess. Um, Now, I've used the CKG scoop. I haven't used the Calico scoop, and the scoop that I have is the white scoop, and of course Whites is out of business now. So, um, um, and I don't do a whole lot of beach hunting, um, but I have a really nice beach scoop. It's wider than most, and The holes are octagonal, and I love the scoop. It's stainless steel. It doesn't rust. It doesn't corrode. It's fantastic. So Plugs doesn't have time to be sponsored. He's too busy getting stoned. Um, trying to catch up on some of the chat here. Guys, you guys are too funny. Ah, sorry. Okay. So SWFL asked for a scoop to review and um, uh, a not sponsored. Um, they said get 1,000 and then contact them. So yeah. Hey, PA Relic Hunters and Marty. Marty's Nuts has arrived, and PA Relic Hunters, welcome you guys. Thanks for coming in. Um, we're having discussion here about, yeah, no doubt. I screwed them, and then I got screwed. So I never. They sent the machine, but I never got it. Somebody in Maine got it, and I hope it was a good machine. My intent was to do a review on that machine and then give it away on my channel. Um, so um, Cynthia says, "Welcome to the Nut House." Um, well, Marty's Nut should be in here because this is the Nut House. Um, it's a Dr. Ortec. Let's see. Hang on a second, and I'll pull up the name of that. It's the OTEC machine. It's. I don't think it's a. I wouldn't consider it a high end machine. Um, but a newer company trying to make a go of making. I don't think I missed that. And machine, I hope it worked. With it. But not. It's not a high end machine. Any batch. They're quote unquote, um, which is the machine that phones a small digging tool and a pinpointer is $112. So that's a machine for somebody who's looking to waste a little money. Again, I and who's the other guy that sponsored me? I did get a sponsor from the Detector Warehouse, and they sent me some stuff that I will eventually give away on my channel. But again, I'm under 1,000 subs, and um, so buffering. Sorry, man. If that happens, if I use my phone um, to look stuff up, I buffer. I apologize for that. Um, there you go, plugs. There you go. That's the answer. Just tell them you're somebody else and give them a different address. Um, Dr. Otek, Dr. O's cousin. Dude, I don't know, man. Maybe. I don't know. Um, it's certainly possible. Um, Dude, I'll tell you what. The price of fuel today is insane. It's scary what we're paying for fuel these days. I don't know where Tommy is. I think he's back over in near Gainesville. Um, I put the link up earlier. He didn't come in, so I didn't I didn't pressure him to do that. Um, I don't know why. I don't know where he is. Um, Middle of the state, I think. Um, um, yeah, absolutely a sweet deal. Um, I put gas in my van yesterday. Honest to God, I almost died at the pump. It was $4.20 a gallon. Horrible. I've never paid that much for gas, and I might not have minded so much when I was riding a motorcycle and I got 90 miles to the gallon, but this van really sucks the gas up. So, I'm gonna have to double my budget um, for my trip to New York for the gas. And I know the gas up north is already over $4 a gallon as well. If you don't have a donkey to go out and detect, oh my God, you're shameful plugs. 5.25 a gallon. Oh my God, that's insane. That is just insane. 439 to 419. 499 for diesel. 419. Sorry. Um, yeah, price of gas is nuts. Plugs for days. 5.25 per gallon in Portland, Oregon. Holy crap, man. They must pay you guys more money out there, which is why they charge more money out there. That's got to be what it is you guys make more money, so they charge you more money, so you can't ever get ahead. Um, Cynthia says it's 439 today. Wow. Um, um, Marty says it's 705 a gallon. Holy crap, Marty, where are you? Um, holy, holy crap. Um, Wow, that's crazy, Marty. I don't know where you live, man, but you should move. Um, wow, 12 figures a year. Well, I guess. Which figures are they? Are they the ladies or the? I don't know. Wow, Canada. Canada, Marty says. In Canada, it's 705 a gallon. Holy crap, man. I'm not coming to Canada this year. Unless the price of gas goes down considerably. I have friends up there near Toronto in the town of Corbin, and I would love to go up and visit them, but there's no way. I can't afford that. Hey, Frederick Romano. Plus, I've got that school bus up north. The gas tank on that is 750 gallons, and it's diesel. Oh my God! I'm gonna have to get. I'm gonna have to get a job to drive the damn thing. Holy crap! Um, that's crazy. Wow. Yes. It's free for the Amish. Yeah, but they don't drive, man. They just get them little horses going. Hey, PI Relic Hunters, welcome to the show. Um, yeah, our country's gone straight into the toilet, man. Um, it's a sad, sad thing. Yeah. Um, wow. Nice to see so many new faces in here and people that I haven't seen in a while. Appreciate y'all coming by and saying hi and stopping in, having a chat. Those horses cost a lot. Yeah, and when they get old, they can make glue or eat them or whatever. Um, you know, what is that? They have the best damn ketchup chips ever made. Ketchup chips. The hell is a ketchup chip? I don't think of it. They have better beer. I remember that from when I was a kid. Um, the percentage of alcohol content in beer in Canada is higher than the percentage of alcohol content in beer in the US. Even if it's coming out of Canada, it's like they dumb it down for the US. I don't know what that's all about. Um, uh, do you guys have, okay, if he drives a Tesla, does he have a place to charge that thing up if he's not at home? I wondered about that because, like here, you pull up to a station, a gas station, that we don't have electric stations out here that I'm aware of. So, you can get, somebody was saying here this morning, you can get about 350 miles on a charge, but you wouldn't, I don't know, if you run out of fuel, um, it's a potato chip with ketchup flavor. Oh my God. All right. Oh, and he does. Okay. Um, beer and ketchup chips. You guys are sick, man. I mean, just really sick. Okay, so how many of you have heard about the process of using water to run your vehicle on? I looked at this a few years ago. I was looking at the different processes in order to produce fuel for your vehicle, and someone had um, put some sort of a generator under the hood. They put a gallon of water in. Um, the put electricity through it or something, and it breaks the molecule of the water, producing hydrogen that then runs the vehicle. Now that's our answer. Is to put water in a reservoir and run our vehicle. Yeah, it's like a steam engine, excepting steam. You've got to heat up the water to create the steam. Um, it's not the same as the steam engine, where in a steam engine you're just heating it. Um, This is different. It's an electrical pulse that goes through the water that splits the H2O atom and creates hydrogen gas. And the hydrogen gas is then pumped through the engine, and the engine runs on hydrogen gas. Um, I would think that would be wicked effective uh, and inexpensive if it works. SWFL says he has seen them and they work. So um, maybe we all need to, uh, yeah, sending electricity through it. Um, Maybe we all need to switch over to the hydrogen cars, the hydrogen fuel. And then comes the question: if if you're if you're breaking that molecule um, for the hydrogen, how how dangerous does that become? Like, is it a volatile explosion? Could you blow yourself up with water? I mean, that would be kind of a cool video, but um, Mark Davis says, I think they have hydrogen cars out here. Maybe they do, Mark. And Mark Davis had an idea as well, and that is that we could steal some of the neighbors' corn, take it out, put it in the still, and make some really high powered moonshine, and fuel our vehicles on moonshine, which I think is a great idea as well. Um, Marty, I don't know if you can use that kind of gas. I suppose if you could bottle it, I've heard of people lighting themselves on fire when they fart, um, lighting the methane. So maybe there's a way to package that up into your car. I don't know. You're gonna have to stick something up your. Well, we won't even go there. Okay. Um, um, and Mark says it's not hard to make the moonshine. Um, eh, you again, but you have to be careful that you don't accidentally blow yourself up. Um, you would never see yourself blow up. Well, this is true. This is true. But if I put this into Mark's vehicle, and then send him down the road and videotape it, then I could see him blow up. See, and then I would have a viral video of Mark blowing up. Um, yeah, go ahead, man. Knock yourself out. BC Tresotel says he's just watching the Netflix screen in the background. Very entertaining. That is not Netflix. That is Roku. That is my Roku TV, man. Um, Look here. I can switch that around. See there? That's for my that's my smart TV in the background. You guys are awesome. It gives me a little extra light inside of the van so I can see better and you can see me better. So I leave it on. Thank you so much, Plugs for Days. I really appreciate that. You know, you just never know what you're going to be talking about when you come to my Wednesday night stream. Um, Whether I have a guest or not, things can go really sideways really quick, or they can they can be reasonable and um, not so bad. Um, oh, dude, you should totally do that. You should go punk rock, man, and thump the floors, man. Totally, totally, Danny. Um, oh yes, there are little creatures. There are little creatures on my screensaver. It's the aliens because there are aliens out there, guys. They're everywhere, and they're always watching us. They're hiding, but they're watching us. So be aware of the aliens. aliens do exist. Do 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 do. Anyway, um, here's the thing: if I get into an area where my neighbors suck, I just move or run them over. Um, um, hey! Homeless people in the neighborhood, Dan. There are a few down here in Florida. Actually, there's more than just a few. There's a lot of them down here. Um, Johnny, absolutely. Wait till they're sleeping around midnight or 1 o'clock, and then rock it out, man. Mark only has one neighbor, and he's like 3 miles away. Um, uh, like when I was growing up in New York, I was 6 miles from town. You had to drive 2 to 3 miles in any direction before you saw another house. Um, uh, Here in the van, um, if I don't like the neighbors, it's so easy to just jump up in the cab and drive down the road until I don't have any neighbors. Where I'm at here in Florida, right now I'm up in Grant Valcaria, and I only have one neighbor. It's his property, and I can't hear anything from their house. And then when I'm down in Vero Beach, again, the neighbors hate me there. I'm in a small community there. The neighbors absolutely hate that my friend lets me park my conversion van in her yard. They think the one neighbor was just saying this week here that it lowers the value of his home by having somebody living in their van in my neighbor's yard. So, um, uh, let's see. Danny, it sounds to me like you got young people living near you that just need to be smacked in the head, um, for sure. Um, Danny says 9 o'clock comes around. I will tap on the floor to let them know, give it a break. Um, they're all they are already on my ship list. Um, After a year of them, man, I don't think I could take it. Um, yep, that's what it is. It's damn young people. I'm telling you, the world would be a better place without all of them. Um, I mean, no disrespect. Um, just referring to van life having no neighbors, when in fact they be peeping out of the van windows, thinking, "Who the exactly, dude?" I've done that several times. I I don't take any offense to that at all. When I'm when I'm traveling and I'm in a rest area, I'm forever looking out the window trying to figure out who the hell is outside and what they think they're doing. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, and I could get my speedo on, and that would be the end of my neighbors. Um, yeah, that's right. Oh my God, you guys are funny. Um, Plex for Days has an acre on the river, so no one lives behind us in the water. Dude, maybe I should just go up to Plug's place and camp out up there above him on the river and then I'd have a neighbor that I could harass occasionally. Cynthia says, I'm thinking of investing in a tall brick wall. Well, Cynthia, uh, uh, we could certainly do that for you. I'm sure you could get a few volunteers together to put a brick wall up for you. Um, Mark wants to know if you go fishing, Plugs. Mark has been doing some killer fishing up there in New York State this winter with his son, catching those, um, I don't know, trout and um, northern pike. They've been just slaying them up there. Um, BC Treasure Chows, I don't know why people would love water either. Folks says salmon and sturgeon, steelhead trout. Now you can't keep the sturgeon, can you? Or they have to be not too big or not too small or something. Or you, I don't remember. I had a friend that went out sturgeon fishing. They weren't allowed to keep any of them, but they were a wicked fight. Um, you must live on a pretty big creek if they've got houseboats uh, on the water behind you, man. Um, Johnny says, I have a gas station on an island, hoping it will make me some money someday. I tell you what, um, we need to know what island that is. We're all going to go over there and raid it. Um, she says, a few days in the year you can keep them, and they have to be like 47 to 56 inches uh, uh, in between that size. Man, that is a massive fish. Is it one of those fish like we have down here, the tarpon, where you can buy a permit to keep a tarpon, but they they're not any good to eat. The only thing you do is if you're keeping a tarpon, is you have it stuffed and mounted and put it up on the wall. Um, I mean, if you're catching a fish that size and able to keep it, and the meat is something that is good that you can eat, then I'd say go for it. But if you can't eat the meat from the fish, what the hell is the point? Um, BC Treasure Chow says sturgeon fishing is illegal here, um, but it's catch and release big ass dinosaur fish. That's funny. Um, uh, you know, um, um, oh, it's a river, not a creek. Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought you were on a creek. I was thinking, why the hell would anybody be in the creek, anyways? Um, And Johnny said his cousin netted a sturgeon that weighed 360 pounds. Holy crap, that's insane. Um, the roe is sold to the rich. Well, now that makes sense. Um, I've had roe. I personally don't like it, um, but I know them rich people do. Um, oh, gotcha. Um, wow, wow, wow. And down here it would be like um, the snook here in the U.S. You can't buy snook in the marketplace. They don't sell it. You can't sell snook in Florida, and snook has to be between 28 and 32 inches long in order to keep legally. Now, if you live on the river, um, you catch that big snook, you take him up to your RV, you fillet him, you package him in uh, uh, vacuum sealed bags, you chop the carcass up, and you put it in your crab pots so there's no evidence. I'm just saying. There are ways. Yes, escargot is snails, and I am not eating any escargot. No, sir. Um, well, now, um, we used to block off the creeks when we were smelting. Um, but again, that's New York State. I don't know what it is elsewhere. That's it. That's exactly it. Uh, you fillet them, you cook them. Um, myself, I made big fillets, or I filleted them and I made big steaks. Put them in the vacuum sealer and throw them in the freezer. And all my friends loved me because I had so much snook; it was insane. Um, so anyway, guys, I'm getting tired. My eyes are going droopy, and so I'm gonna say goodnight. I thank you all for coming by tonight. Wednesday night show is always is always fun. Um, uh, Remember to throw me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but I'd rather it be a thumbs up. And I'll see you all again on Friday at 9 a.m. for another edition of Coffee with Cancer. And thank you all for coming by. This has been a lot of fun. If I wasn't so damn old, I'd stay up longer, but my eyes are drooping closed, and I don't want to fall asleep live on the screen. So thank you, everybody. This was a lot of fun. We will do this again next Wednesday night, and maybe by then I'll have a topic. Good night, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for coming in, and have a great night. Bye, guys.